Hey guys, it's your girl AFM Stories and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be making a video on how to write an amazing personal statement for your university admission. So this is for anyone who is struggling to write a personal statement, you have rough ideas, you do not know how to structure it, or you have an idea of how to structure it but you can't just bring yourself to write a draft. Or maybe you have a draft but you're second guessing yourself. Anyways, this video is going to walk you through getting the ideas, structuring the personal statement, and I hope by the end of this video we have a great first draft, or at least a draft that you can work on, or a perfect statement, you know, depending on how fast or slow you are. So but the first thing I'd like you to know is please go get a pen, a paper, so that you can be ready to write a draft. I would advise that you pause this video as you're writing your draft or scribble things down as you're watching this video. Before I move forward, please hit the like button, please subscribe to my channel, and as I progress with this video, please drop a comment on what you think about the video and if you have, you know, any other video requests, because this was a requested video. So let's get right into it. So for me, I feel like there's no perfect way to write a personal statement. There is no one way to write a personal statement. I believe that we all have different ways that we write personal statements. We all have the different universities require different things, but there's always a way you can structure a personal statement to work across board. Just know that you can modify it to fit what the school wants, but 99% of the time this personal statement will work for basically any university. So you can just add any extra thing that the school has asked you that I've not included, but I have tried to include everything I believe that would help you to ace the statement and ensure that the school is interested in you. So let's get right into it. So for me, I propose that a personal statement will have 5 segments. So what are these 5 segments? So the first segment is why the course. So this is the part where you're supposed to inspire them about the reason why you've chosen the course. Now, there's no one reason why you want to study a course. Like, it can range from maybe your undergraduate degree, there was a particular module that you really loved and you were really intrigued by it. Maybe you discovered facts and research while you were studying that and you're like, oh my god, I really want to do this. Or it could be that after you were done with school, or after you were done with secondary school or uni, maybe you did an internship somewhere, you volunteered somewhere, and then you discovered a problem that you're passionate about solving. So for example, maybe when you were done with school, you did an internship in a newspaper company or in a digital media company, and you became so passionate about, you know, using digital media, writing, seeing the power that it has. Or maybe you volunteered in a non-governmental organization and, you know, you found you notice the issues that a lot of underprivileged people go through, or maybe you discovered a health condition or a problem that people are going through and you realize that, okay, you want to study maybe something around development, maybe poverty and development, to help you to further develop that thing you've discovered. Or possibly the pandemic, with maybe you never saw the pandemic coming. Well, everything in the world has been shaking, everything has been happening, and inspired you to want to study maybe crisis or public health. Like, there's so many things. Or maybe a member of your family, or maybe you came across somebody who, maybe an adult that couldn't really speak the right English or communicate in the right English, and maybe it affected them, it made them maybe lose a lot of investment, and so you don't want that to happen to a lot of people and you want to be able to learn a course that can allow you to do that. Or maybe you just got passionate about business. So maybe your father, your mother, one of them was a business person, or maybe you believe that business is the way out of, maybe if you're from an African country or a country that is plagued by poverty or maybe financial issues, and you see maybe business development or studying an MBA as a way to develop, you know, as a way to create job opportunities as well. Or maybe you want to study an MBA because you've always been passionate about entrepreneurship. Maybe right from secondary school you've been entrepreneurial, you've been selling things, or after school you found yourself trying to sell things and you just want to study a course that can develop you. Basically, there's no one right way or wrong way to answer this part, and that's what I'm trying to get at you. You just need to decide, okay, what exactly am I passionate about? What exactly is my real reason, and how best can I communicate this that is inspiring? Because they're going to read a lot of personal statements. You want to talk about something personal and real, not something that sounds very generic, so like maybe a quote or like regular statements that everybody's used to. Personalize it and think deeply about why you want to study this course. So this should be basically one paragraph. If you can use statistics, if you can personalize it, if you can be detailed about it. There's 2 years that I tried admission. So the first time I was applying for the scholarship I'm on, I obviously sent a lot of applications to different universities. In that first year, the course I wanted to study was creative writing, and I talked about, how a module in school inspired me. And then after I was done, as a young writer, I needed guidance and development, and I wasn't really getting at all. And so I had created something, a small group of writers, a small community, and now I want to be equipped to be able to do that better. And that's what I used for all of my applications, and I got into every single school I applied to. And this year, obviously, I changed my course and I had a different reason. So there's no one story for all your personal statements. Every course is different, and it's very important that you think about it like that. So the second part of your personal statement. Now that you've given them an inspiring story about why you want to study the course, or an inspiring reason, or a personal story to you, the next thing you want to do is to really show that you're passionate about it, and show that you really understand what the course entails, or you really understand the need of the course or the gaps that are present. So in the second paragraph, what you want to do is to show them what reading have you done in the course, what further reading have you taken, maybe short online courses, have you tried to volunteer, have you taken an internship that will prepare you for the course, have you done research, does your undergraduate degree teach you about the course? You need to show them that you have put in some effort. So for example, maybe it's creative writing you want to study. You need to talk about, the short workshops that you've taken, the platforms you submitted your work to. If it's development, organizations you volunteered with, what you've learned, and how you can see that this is something I really want to do, but these are the gaps that I have discovered. So maybe in your workshops you realize that, you need an avenue to be able to write a longer form piece of work. Or maybe in your volunteering work you've noticed that a lot of NGOs are doing amazing things. Maybe they don't really have great media communication. So for example, with media and communications for development you want to study, you want to talk about how you've been putting yourself in a platform that allows you to develop that course, but you discovered gaps that you hope that this course can solve for you. So the second part is show how you've been putting yourself in front, how you've been trying to contribute, show how passionate you are about the course, how you've put yourself out there. And then now let it end with the gaps that you've noticed. So there are many gaps you can notice. If you're looking for inspiration, just go and read the description of the course on the school website. They will tell you exactly the purpose of the course, and you will find inspiration for that. In my second personal statement that I wrote for this year, for all the schools which I also got admission into them, I read the description of their school website, and it inspired me to understand how they are thinking about the course and what they think the course solved. And so in this part of my personal statement, I was able to say, I noticed a gap that I know that this course will solve, even though indirectly I literally just read the course website. So that is a trick for you. Now, once you've done that, the next part of the personal statement, that is the third paragraph. So I've talked about the first and the second. Now let's talk about the third paragraph. So the third paragraph is why the school and why the course. Now, if you remember previously, I've said that you need to end what you've done to develop yourself with the gaps you've noticed, and to let them know that you really need the course. So in this part, this is where you need to hype up the school, hype up the course. So why this school and not any other school? So is it the ranking of the school? Is it the ranking of the course? Obviously, these are not sufficient reasons. You can't just focus on just the rankings, but there are good ways to start that segment. So if your school is highly ranked for that course, is a good place to put it in as well. But beyond that, what exactly is the course about? What are the specific course modules? So have you read the course modules? Which course modules are you most interested in? Which course modules are really exciting you? Which part of the whole duration of the course is calling you, so you need to talk about the course modules and what you aim to learn from them. If there's a lecturer on the course that sounds really exciting, you need to also plug in. Maybe you've read about the lecturer's work, you've read the lecturer's research, or maybe your department publishes a lot of research, so you've read their journal of this and that, and it's really inspired you and intrigued you, and you know you have a lot to learn from them. Is there something in the environment as well of the school? So are there things close by that you can also talk about? So for example, if there's like a hub that is useful to you, if your environment is known for maybe having a lot of NGOs or development work, or if you're an arts person, maybe there's a lot of arts things around, you need to also talk about, beyond just the school ranking, beyond just the course models, what exactly is in the city that is relevant to that course as well, or what exactly does the school offer that is relevant to the course. Now, you might not have all of this, obviously, but you want to bring about the most relevant parts, and also you want to show them that you understand what the academic requirements are and you know that you're good enough. So you also want to talk about how obviously you understand the work that is needed. So I want to do this course model, I want to do this course models. I understand that maybe if it's a master's you're doing, I understand that there's a lot of research work that is going to be needed, but I've already been developing myself in this research work. I've been reading this particular work, I've been reading that particular work, I've been attempting to write some articles, I've been developing myself, I've taken trainings and courses, all of which to fleshing me up. And thankfully, you know, beyond just even learning the course models, beyond just exploring, my time management skills, which has helped me maybe in my undergraduate or in my high school or secondary school level, would help me to adequately manage myself for this course. You also want to promote yourself as an amazing student as well. So the next paragraph, also in that paragraph, you also want to plug in some amazing things that you've done. So for example, if it's masters and you've gotten some recognition for your work, you want to plug it in as well. If it's undergraduate and you got some academic awards and all of that for the work you did, you also want to plug in as well. If you did some extracurricular activities while in undergraduate or secondary school that you believe that show how much passionate you are about it, or show the work that you've put in, show how you can be a great student academically, but also be a student that can handle a lot of things together, you also want to put that in there. So the final paragraph, so one thing I'd like to let you know is, for any school that is going to take you on board, they are looking for students that are possible ambassadors for them years after. Most schools want someone that once they finish school or once they are done with their degree, the person can be someone that they can talk about. So most schools want people that are possible notable alumni, people that are going to do amazing things. And so you want them to feel like, beyond just, oh, give me admission, I also want you on board. I also want you to be part of my school, because I can see that you have big dreams. I can see that you know where you're going and you know exactly what you want to do. So in the final paragraph, you want to talk about how the course relates to your future goals. Now, this is one of the best ways to close it. You need to talk about what exactly do you want to do after this course. So what are the amazing things you want to do? What are the amazing initiatives you want to do? What are the amazing places you would like to work with or work for? So what are the kind of organizations or kind of bodies that you want to do? Do you want to set up an organization? What would the organization do? You want to talk about numbers. You want to talk about impact. Do you want to work in government? Do you want to be someone, you know, in a high position? Obviously, in your final paragraph, you want to talk about, oh, in the 2 years, in the short term after the course, I want to be able to do this and this. Make them very practical. So use the SMART framework: specific, measurable. Just basically ensure that whatever it is that you're talking about is realistic. So you want to end it with, oh, in the short term after my course I'm going to do this, in the medium term after my course I'm going to do this, in the long term I want to become something big. So you can't just say I want to become something big. One of the biggest mistakes people do is talk about things that are very generic. So you want to be specific about that something big you want to become. So do you want to work in the World Bank? Do you want to become a finance minister? Do you want to have a major business that would be employing people across your continent? You want to be able to sell yourself. And beyond just saying those things, that's why throughout the personal statement, you've been plugging the work that you've been doing. You've been talking about yourself. You've been selling yourself. So all those different segments, you've been plugging all the things that you've been doing. But yeah, you want to relate it to, okay, I've been doing this work. I've been working with these kind of organizations. I've been having this kind of achievements. I've done this and that. And with this course, I know that it's going to take me to the next level and I'm going to do this, this and that. If you can arrange your personal statement in that light, whoever is reading is going to be like, okay, this person knows exactly what they want. This person is ready. This person has a clear picture. And please, now that we have gotten to this level, obviously, I will still require that you go read through the university website, read the course modules, understand what the university thinks about the course, do research on your industry, do research on your field, be sure that you truly understand it. Also check, in the lower part of the course, if you are confused on what to write in your future goals. Most schools in the lower part of their course descriptions, they give examples of possible roles that you can have. So go read that as well. That can also give you some motivation or ideas of what to put in your future goals if you have no clue. So I hope that this video was very useful. This video was requested, so if you have any further questions about this, please let me know. Also, I'm thinking of doing a do's and don'ts for personal statements, so let me know if there's something that you need. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a comment, please appreciate me, please hit the like button, please share, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I remain your girl, AFM Stories, and do have a great day, and bye.